Can we find the right path for you?
Fork in the road tarot. Left path, right path, stick or twist. 2 decks. Path A and path B. Okay, if you're stuck with a decision, not sure which way to go, I do offer these guaranteed same day, 20 quid. Go by the link on any of my socials. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to do this in one part. So, you might want to speed it up. It's not really a mega long reading, but, you people doom scrolling, you get lazy, don't you? So yeah, if you're on TikTok, hold the screen, then drag it down. That speeds up by ×2. Obviously, if you're on YT, just go to the settings. Right, so I just want you to get path A clear in your mind, because we're going to be doing that one first off, and then we'll move on to path B. So I'm just giving one more shuffle. Just want to turn around a bit. We'll go from there. Right, so path A. Right, so path A, we're starting with the strength card. Now, I can talk about strength. In this case, because there's other cards coming up after this that I can already see, I'm going to say potentially having too much pride in regard to something. Now, we then got a Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Knights don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, more so than the pages. Now, this knight, is coming forward and offering the pentacle. So this kind of feels like some kind of offer that's never going to really materialise. And please remember, with knights offers, they're still not brilliant. They're about 3 to 4 times better than a page's offer, but still not brilliant nonetheless. We then got the 8 of Swords. Swords there where we think words we use. You're the lady there, bound and blindfolded. Should just about know she can't see her arms. Can't see her arms because behind her back. Behind her back, she's holding the rope. She's holding the rope. She doesn't want to take the blindfold off. Self-imposed restriction and burying your head in the sand. Right, let's continue. Right, we then got the 7 of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth again. So you're the chap in the garden here looking over the fruits or flowers, not ready for harvest yet, needs to get to 10, but it's going in the right direction. Okay, so he's pausing to give himself a pat on the back. We then got the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Swords there where we think words we use. Upright position, we call this the heartbreak card for obvious reasons. Now, although it's the heartbreak card, it's often stuff from the past. So when it's in the reverse position, we're starting to do that release. Overall outcome card. 4 of Pentacles. Right, so there's 1 or 2 ways that we can go with this. Right, so tarot book version of this card, we call him the banker, is the investment card of the investment suit. The other way we can go is he's grasping over that pentacle over his heart chakra, so it can talk about having your heart space a little bit too closed off. Let's continue. Obstacles or blockages. 2 of Cups, Cups, water, emotion. So the obstacle blockage here is thinking whatever this situation is your 2 of Cups. Doesn't have to be love. Okay, so just remove that out of your mind. It could be, that you're going towards a new career or you're staying in a new career, etc., etc. Okay, if it is love, divine counterparts. Removing any blockages. Sun card, fixed card, means the birth of something new. What this is basically saying is with this path, we'll have to wait till we get the cards out, but you've got to focus on what's going to make you happy. You've got to focus on your Sun card. I'm going to do spread 2 because I'm not. That one's. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit hard to read. That one. It's a little bit confusing. So that's path A. Let's go for path B. Yep. It's a little bit harder to shuffle. Right, okay, so path B. So we've got Knight of Swords. Swords there where we think words we use. Knight's forward motion. This knight's rushing in. It talks about either news coming in fast or expressing yourself. I feel like this is about expressing yourself in regard to a situation and not kind of overly worrying about the consequences. Page of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Page is more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the full motion of the knights. This page is about getting out there and trying things. Now, in this case, I feel like this is somebody else, okay? And because you say something, they're not going to come forwards. But even if they did, they're a page, okay? They're a page, right? 2 of Cups back again in this spread. It's in the main spread, so this is either bringing in or realizing this is your Two of Cups, right? Or you want that Two of Cups, okay? Right, Death card in the reverse. Death card, fixed card, rebirth. It's about shedding old skin. It's about killing something off, okay? Upright position, that happens out of our control, so it allows us to shed that old skin. Reverse position is either resistance, or in this case, you're being asked to kill off something, end something, right? That's then going to bring in a King of Wands. Wands, fire action, King's masculine energy. In tarot, we talk about energy, not gender. Can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. King of Wands is a good ruler, good leader, not afraid of a fight, not afraid of change. Overall outcome card. Five of Cups. Cups, water, emotions. Confusing. Right. Five of Cups. Cups, water, emotions. You're the figure there, normally in black. In black because morning up, grieving. 3 cups have fallen over. Not seeing the 2 full ones behind them. Getting stuck in grieving mode. Obstacles or blockages. Chariot in the reverse. Okay, so the Chariot card for me talks about either the energy around us or questions of should I do it, is the time right. So the obstacle or blockage on this path would be to not push forwards. Final card, removing any blockages. Empress in the reverse. Right, interesting, because I did think that I just had a thought in my head of where this was going. Empress in the reverse, right? So the Empress is what we call the divine feminine. She's like the Queens, but she's combined. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. Reverse position, toxic femininity, backing down, backing down, backing down. Right. I was going to, when the cards came out, I was going to say that Path A didn't look right. Okay. However, I think Path A is the right path. So stick with me. So what this feels like is, right, it starts off, you've got too much pride. I think you're the Knight of Pentacles. I think that your pride's getting in the way, so you're not pushing forward and you're restricting yourself. You're gonna realize that, right? So you're gonna work on ironing out a couple of those issues. Okay, going, do you know what? You know, I've still got a little bit of trauma, I've still got a bit of self-doubt, etc., etc. But I'm on my way to releasing something from the past. Okay, you're going to then go and invest in yourself. Now, the obstacle or blockage here with that Two of Cups, I feel that's something from the past. I feel, so if this was love based, it's some past connection that you've not ironed out yet. I don't mean like ironed out as in like you're still in contact or connection with them, etc. It's more along the lines of you're carrying something which for a period of time you're not going to realize is there, but subconsciously you'll know, but consciously you're not on it. This path is going to lead to your Sun card. Path B is that you're gonna say something, right? I'm going to change my mind and say that Page of Wands in the reverse is you. So you say something in haste, and then you kind of go into retreat, right? That Two of Cups there, I feel like, is this past connection that you're carrying with you, and potentially some of you will want to try and go back to that, right? You're being asked to kill off that old way of being, but you won't do. King of Wands, that will then lead you eventually to a King of Wands energy, but it's ultimately not gonna get what you want, because we've got an Empress there in the reverse. So you're an Empress, you need an Emperor, not a King of Wands. So I'm going to say Path A is the right path in that situation.